Oh. Yeah, so thank you, first of all, for pulling up, you know what I'm saying, and not even knowing what's going on. You just jump right ahead into it. So this is a show, podcast, whatever you want to call it, because I've noticed a lot of men that buy pussy on Instagram and women that lease it on social media talking to each other about the other. Men talking to men about women, women talking to women about men, but never to each other. So that's why I created the Trelationship Show, sponsored by... That could be you. And I have really dope guests on here, and you are one of them. Hold on a second. Ladies and gentlemen, I have here, you may have seen her on All the Queen's Men, Sisters on BET. Hold on. Zatima, I want to make sure I say it right as well. This is the latest one, correct?
Oh, yes. So Zatima, the spinoff of Sisters, and the second season drops March 16th on
Come
BET
on, it is on the way. By the time you see this, it'll be in there, man. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all give it up for Nzinga Imani. Y'all show us some love, y'all. Thank you for coming. Appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
So listen, before we really get started now, I was trying to think how we know each other. Was it from being the part of you? Do you remember?
I remember several different occasions.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of the first time. Was it with the Dreamers?
Born Dreamers.
Born Dreamers. I'm sorry. Fucking with Remo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That was the first time.
It was back when I was a rapper.
Yeah. Did you know that? Look at his face. Yeah. I didn't even put it in the bio, but yes, she was rapping. That's when I first met her.
Put it in the bio.
But you know what? So are you from here?
Yes.
Okay. But I know a lot of people when you get here, you got to find your way, and there's a lot of people that do a lot of different things before they find okay, boom, I'm going to be an actor. So that's dope.
Oh, well, no, I always knew I was an actor. Everything else was a stepping stone to that.
But that's what I'm saying. I probably said that the wrong way. I mean, like, you know what you want to be, but after a while, you're like, I just got to do something. I got to get on the stage. I got to get with some people that's moving forward. So dope. What's the other times you remember? Because you had laughed like a witch.
I'm going to tell y'all why I laughed.
Please.
And I don't even know if you remember this.
I'm trying.
But you took me out one time.
Where we go?
I don't fucking know. But I remember you picked me up, and I remember because you picked me up from my ex-boyfriend's house.
What?
Yeah, and he was part of the Born Dreamers. It was just a whole messy, convoluted ass situation. However, we didn't do nothing. We was chilling. I was a damn near a kid. I didn't know what was going on.
Wait, hold on. Don't say that.
Well, okay. I was of adult age.
Yes.
But it was all good.
Okay.
So there you go.
That is why she's laughing. I'm trying to think, damn, where the hell did we go? That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't remember.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again for pulling up. So speaking of that, are you single?
I am.
All right, why?
Well, I guess I want to say because I give too many chances. I feel like I love a relationship. I'm always in a relationship. I don't really be outside of relationships, but I've been cheated on a lot. And that made me try to cheat, but I'm not that girl. I'm that relationship ass girl. So basically, sometimes I be down for the wrong person. Okay. And so now I'm taking this kind of break hiatus where I'm like, I really need to figure out why that is, why I be so committed to fuck niggas. And
I had a question for that though. Why do you think you like relationships so much? Take the nigga out of it.
Well, I know I've recently discovered that doing some self-analysis, reading I Am Diosa, trying to analyze like my childhood trauma, like going deep with it. And it's in an attempt to never be like my mom. My mom has 3 children by the same man, was never married to him. He was out here doing his thing. And I think for me, I just wanted the security of that. I thought there was security in that. Okay. But in all actuality, it led me down the same exact path as her because, I was committing to people who I shouldn't be committing to. And I felt like that, as a child, that's not how I perceived it. Yeah. But once I got grown, I was like, I see how that happened now.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Everybody has their person, I think. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like you got to go through some people to get to your person. Yeah. You know what I mean? So don't feel bad about it. It was supposed to happen. It's supposed to cheat on you. As bad as it sounds.
Oh, no. And honestly, I'm so grateful for each of them because I'm still cool with a lot of them. Right. And I would not want to be in their baby mama shoes for nothing in the world. Mm-hmm. I mean, as cool as we are, it's like I know I dodged a bullet. I know I was protected. I knew there was a hedge of protection around me that I am still to this day grateful for because who knows where I would be. Actually, I know exactly where I would be. And it would be the same place I was back then. So, everything just helped me get to the next level. And every time I stop and I analyze and I try to move differently, but until you really do that soul searching, I don't think you can.
Got you. You had a dick for a day.
Ooh.
what would you do? 24 hours, dick on.
Oh my, I say this all the time. I would be, well, no, I feel like I would honestly be locked up if I was a dude, because the things that I do as a girl, I'm constantly harassing people.
Okay, already.
So I can't even imagine.
Let's imagine.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, I don't know. I think mainly I'd just be fascinated by just like slinging it around and stuff.
You play with it a lot.
Yeah.
You know what? Nobody's even admitted that they would do that.
Yeah. I think that'd be the first thing that I do.
First thing is play with it.
Of course, I would want to know what it felt like to.
Yeah. And then when you wake up, what you gonna do after that?
I probably would repeat. Rinse and repeat. I feel like that's what y'all do.
Listen, no. That's a women thing. Y'all can keep going. We gotta have a refractory period.
Well, you said once you wake up, so I'm just assuming that was my refractory period. Is that not how it works for you?
But then you want to go back to sleep again? You only got a day with this thing.
That's true. I mean, but I think once I twirl it, and what more would I want to do?
Me, I'm asking you. It's your dick.
I guess if there was no like repercussions, I would.
Yeah, no, I'm saying the dick gonna be gone. You'll be fine.
So nothing would be transmitted. Nothing. So I guess I would hit up where you go to do that. I don't know where y'all go to do that. I don't know. I think I would keep it simple. I wouldn't want to go like on a date or nothing. So I would just hit the street corners. I feel like. Oh,
okay. You go get some prostitutes.
Yeah, there's no repercussions.
That is so realistic, and you're the only one that said that is what everybody else talking about. Or they may know a girl that they could probably get, is what they say. They know,
I don't have nobody I would want to.
Like a fast friend.
No. Not that I want to put a dick in, no.
All right, so you mentioned you said not being like how your mom, well, trying not to do the relationship path your mom went through. Mm-hmm. But how do you think your relationship with your father, or lack thereof, has affected the relationships?
I mean, it's for sure affected them.
And do you have one with him, or you don't? Or?
So I've always like known who he was, and he was always around, but it was like he had very selective interaction with us. He had other children, his wives and stuff like that. So it was like being another woman's daughter. It was just like kind of at a distance. But he was my mom's high school sweetheart. So there was like, it wasn't like just some random, you know what I mean? So it was a convoluted mess, but now he's definitely trying to be in my life more. However, like if you wasn't there back then, it's hard for me to kind of open up and, you know, welcome somebody in now. And I feel like when it comes to relationships, I'm kind of the same way too. Like I'll be open in the beginning, but once I have a reason to put my guard up with you, it's up there forever. Everything you do, I'm looking at you sideways. And that doesn't even mean that we break up. That just means I'm looking at you sideways, which is how I used to operate. I try not to do that no more.
What do you do now?
Well, in my mind, I want to say I exit, but I haven't been able to try that out yet. So in my mind, I do the right thing.
I'm just gonna go.
Take the signs. Yeah. You know these signs. You've seen these signs. You want to say, "Oh, I'm just gonna leave," but you know, until you're in a situation, you don't know.
Like you said, you're a relationship person, so
when it's comfortable, you know, and it ain't fun out in these streets. Like how girls be going on dates and talking to different men all day. I can at most have maybe 3 in my phone. I'm not juggling no more than that. It's not fun.
So you don't have nobody now that you like?
I have 2 people I talk to.
Okay, gotcha.
Like texting consistently, but you know, with dates and stuff, really it's just one person that I make the time for, and I don't want to be like that because I feel like I'm slowly drifting right back into a relationship.
Oh, okay.
And I want to be open, but it just don't feel right to just be out here with everybody, laying up on the phone at night with every other person.
Well, why is the person that you're making time for, why they don't feel right?
Because we have some history.
Oh, okay.
We have some history, and I'm trying to figure out if this is history repeating itself or if there have actually been changes made. And I feel like because I've made changes, it's possible, but I'm like squinting with one eye trying to.
So we say have history. This is an ex, so y'all just kind of.
It's an ex.
And what made you say like, all right, well let me make time start dating him again, even though this happened? Wasn't
intentional. We've continued to be great friends throughout. We had a lot of trauma bonds early in our relationship that made the relationship toxic. Like we were very dependent on each other because I came in a rough situation. He came in a rough situation. We were the caretakers for his elderly grandfather. It there was a drug problem situation. There was so many different aspects of our relationship that just, and our house burned down. It was like anything that could go wrong went wrong. And I was with him at a difficult time, and I feel like neither one of us were our best selves. So trying to navigate, I've done the work. It seems that you've done the work. Only way we'll really see is if I kind of like open back up to you, but I also feel like relationships should never rewind. So
yeah, I'm about to say, have you ever went back to a different ex before, like with some time in between? Or this would be quote unquote the first time.
Oh well, I guess it wouldn't be the first time. It wouldn't be the first time, but I felt like every other time it was more of like a settle, like.
Might as well.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Every other time it was kind of just like, you still here, I'm still here, whatever. I think this time it's kind of like, oh no, I was really good on you.
Gotcha.
And then like seeing each other's growth and deciding maybe we should try this again, but we both kind of tiptoeing because we both know how it was. So.
Okay. So if you could make him perfect for you, what would you do?
It's hard to say because I feel like the biggest issue was just trauma. Like if he could be healed, and I know that's like a big ask, but he's a beautiful, like kind person, thoughtful, has like tenacity, really is a go-getter, all that stuff. He's like every other thing that I want, but broken. And I feel like that was, the issue in our relationship. So I guess that would be it.
Yeah. And you ain't trying to be part of this healing, though. I
feel like I've always been that.
You ain't trying to do it again.
With everyone. I feel like I've always been that. And I think that's what I'm learning. Like, I know if I'm going to come healed, then you need to come healed too.
Okay. So. All right. Question here is, if you took away sex as an option, what would you do to please a man?
I would have to say my sense of humor is probably...
First time you got that answer right there. All right.
So, I mean...
and that's big, though.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I feel like every relationship that I've had, they've been my friend. Like, we can joke, we can laugh. It's not just physical. There have been times where physical was taken away for periods of time, and it's like, can you get past that? Do you enjoy each other despite that? And I think my personality is pretty awesome. So.
For sure. Okay, that's a good answer because I ain't got that one before. Where it was like...
What's some of the answers that you've been getting?
Head. I'm like all sexual options, like anything that had to do with sex. I can't stick it in your ear or none of that shit.
Oh man.
You were one of the first to. I would have to go back and really remember like specifically what they were saying, but it was just kind of in that realm. Not so much make them laugh, but just some form of entertainment or pleasuring gifts or massages or trying to figure out how they feel or like learning their love language and shit like that.
I hate giving massages.
You do?
I hate giving massages.
Why?
My hand be hurting. That's what I tell them. But honestly, it's just like, it'd be annoying for me. I love receiving them.
You got to use your forearms. Yeah. You never received a massage or paid for one?
I mean, no, I used to get them all the time, and then that nigga drooled on my booty. I told you about that.
What? You paid him, or this is like a man?
No, this was somebody I was going to, a massage therapist, like all official, in the chiropractic suite and everything. He drooled on my booty, and that was the last time I saw him. And now
what'd he say?
He was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And then I would have thought it was oil otherwise. But I mean, there were some questionable times even before that.
Hey,
so.
Oh, right. Okay. So he owns
it was just like for prolonged periods where I was just like, where's his other hand? Because I'm only being massaged by one. Stuff like that in retrospect, that now I'm freaked out by.
Man was doing the do. With the
I should have put up some cameras.
Hand on you. Wow. Okay. Damn.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, for real. That nigga was thinking he was deep into it. He probably nutted because sometimes
maybe that's what it was. I don't know what.
Yeah, sometimes you nut, you drool and that shit. He's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna clean up everything. I'm gonna clean up everything.
Oh my God, that changes the story completely. This whole time I've been like, why is he apologizing like that? Oh, I thought it was drool.
Hey, man.
Thanks for clearing that up.
Well, I don't think he nutted on you. Maybe it was. He drooled on me. I mean, it is probably a distinct difference.
From the angle. Well, yeah. And it was cool. I think that would have been warm. Anyway.
Talking about you think like you ain't never had nut on your skin, girl.
I'm just...
Don't play with us.
Okay.
So I tweeted that women that give up sex quickly to a man, they aren't whores.
Okay.
They just have more to offer than pussy.
They getting it out the way.
Well, not so much getting it out the way. I'm just saying, like, some women are like, oh no, you got to do X, Y, and Z before you have sex with me. But I feel like some women are like, okay, sex isn't my only thing. If I'm sexually attracted, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And I feel like I can still keep this person around. I feel like the woman that doesn't feels like, all right, if I give up the sex, I may not be able to keep him around because I don't have no more tricks.
That's an interesting perspective. I would disagree. I think people just have different ways of looking at sex. For me, strange is not sexy to me. I like familiarity. I like to be able to fully release with the person. So I want to know that it's like, it's me and you. I want to be comfortable with you. I can't go meet some nigga at the bar right now and then go home with them.
Yeah,
That's
so not what I meant, but okay.
Oh, what did you mean? That's how I took it.
No, I meant someone you've
been dating,
was sexually attracted to, and it's maybe not like the first night. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sound like that, but maybe it's 2 or 3 weeks in. Some women are talking, wait a couple months, or they have a 90-day rule, or whatever the fuck it is.
Who's doing that for real?
People say it. I don't think anybody do anything they say, but it's for fodder and podcast sake.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? People say that. So it's like, I feel like the women that are waiting longer are holding that like, this is my big joker. I feel what you're saying too. So I wasn't trying to say like going to fuck it like women that ain't fucking at a bar on a one night stand. They pussy's whack. No, I'm not saying that. I was just saying if they got somebody that they know that they're fucking with, they're sexually attracted to, but they're holding on to it. That's their only.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think it's up to the person. If you are comfortable, if you're there, and if you're ready, and the only reason you're holding back is because you're scared that is going to be the reason he leaves. I get where you're coming from, but at the same time, that's valid too, because you want to have somebody put time and energy into you for however long you feel like is necessary before you take it there, because sometimes it is just that. And, you don't want to feel like you just got like somebody just ran off with.
But what's crazy for me, like the relationships that I ended up being in, like the sex happened quickly. But you know what I'm saying? There was other things that kept us going. So I think that's I tweeted that shit a long time ago. So I don't know what I was thinking when I tweeted it.
But that might just be if your sexual attraction to that person was so overwhelming. Yeah, and they felt it too, to the point where y'all did it. And then, of course, that also led to a relationship because they was feeling you the same way. Right.
But I'm saying, so it happens. But I'm obviously just going off of my own experience, which is not everybody's experience. But anyway. So what makes a woman wife material?
I think it depends on the man. But I just think partnership is the point. So whatever that person needs as a counterpart is what you have to provide, or what you should be coming into it with, because really you shouldn't be changing to fit into that spectrum. I don't think. You should already know what you provide, and y'all come together and build each other up.
Okay, so not changing for someone that you want to marry is what you feel like.
I don't feel like you should change as a person. I mean, maybe certain things that you do, habits, how you contribute in the household change, but I don't mean... But you shouldn't change who you are and how you behave in general.
I get it.
Unless you out here being reckless. And then you got to change.
Close your hole up.
Yeah.
Could you stay with your man if he lost a fight in front of you?
Yeah.
Okay. You said it like it's happened. Yeah. She said, I can't.
I've been in situations where at least it could have been that. And I'm trying to steer him away as much as possible because I know this won't end well. And also, like, if your dude really getting beat up, people are crazy out here. Next thing you know, they want to fight me too. I'm not here for that. So we could just both walk away with our heads down because I'm okay with that.
But if he loses, it's like you could stay.
I mean, yeah. I mean, who's he fighting? What
you mean, a person?
I mean...
It just happened to get into an argument wherever y'all at?
It depends on what the person looked like, too, though.
Really? Why is that? Oh, is it like they supposed to beat him?
Yeah, I mean, if it's an unfair fight, we can always lean on that. We could always have that.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, but if it's like somebody who's like 4'11" and got on heels then no. Then I might look at him a little different. I don't know though. I probably still go home with him though. Help him, Neosporin and Band-Aids.
Shit. This nigga need Neosporin after a fight he lost for real.
Yeah.
He's cut the fuck up.
Got nails. They might have nails.
Nigga need ointment after the fight.
Yeah.
Scraped up. All right. So have you ever had a I call it rescue nigga? You know what I mean?
Don't they all end up being rescue niggas?
No, I mean like, you know how you got a rescue dog.
I know exactly what a rescue dog is. I had
You said
to.
not end up being them. But.
So what happens with rescue niggas is typically they don't come in as such. They come in presenting completely different. And then it is revealed that they are in need of rescue. I mean, I remember the first guy who was a rescue nigga, the one whose house you picked me up from. I remember the day that I met him. His haircut was fresh. He had on like new fresh clothes. He was just presented as like not even somebody with money, but just somebody who was put together, somebody who was clean, somebody who had something going on about themselves. And then as time progressed and as I got to know him more and be around him more, you know, after I had already gotten in too deep, was all emotionally attached, I started to discover like this nigga done wore this flannel for like 5 days in a row. Or like, I don't know, little things like you realize like they grandma's card is the one they using to buy food or something like that. You know, little things that you didn't notice at first that slowly becomes
like, wait a minute.
obvious. And I think, my first out of high school dating, well, the first 3 was some rescue niggas. The first.
Where do you shop at for niggas?
But that's not how they present. That's not how they present. I was getting tricked.
Damn,
Okay,
3
one
times
of them,
crazy in a row.
Yeah.
One of them what?
But I didn't know what to look for, and that's one
Fresh
thing
out of
I
college.
blame my parents for that because they did not teach me anything about
They had their own
how
shit
people.
going on.
Yeah, they did. They did. But then the other one was in jail at the beginning.
At the beginning?
Not when we met, but like at the beginning of our relationship.
Got you.
Yeah, it got weird. It was like the day we went official. He went to jail for like some unpaid parking or something. Was in there for a month.
Oh, wow. Damn. Well, that
So I
don't
was like
sound right.
visiting Bay at jail. I was just living such a struggle life. My mom was so disappointed when them letters would come.
Well, hold on. That's different. That's different, though. Hold on. He didn't really do anything.
No, but he was, nah.
That was just,
it was
he
some
just
other
got caught
stuff.
for
Once
that.
he got out, it was a whole bunch of other stuff.
All
He
right.
told, boy, we never slept together. We were together for like a year.
Okay.
And he always
And
told me that he wanted to wait for marriage. We broke up because he got another girl pregnant. And then his ex-girlfriend after that cussed me out online telling me that I gave him herpes. I was like, baby girl.
Oh, yeah. Well,
He
thank
never,
God.
right. I was like, this is what I mean by protection because we were together for a year. He would have been raw dogging for sure.
You think he got herpes in jail?
He might have. I don't know.
That's crazy you get fucked when you in there for unpaid parking tickets.
I'm gonna be
You ain't
honest
in there that
though.
long.
He was very close to his roommate. He was very, very
sorry?
close to his roommate. And it was a guy he just met there. And as soon as he got out, he stopped talking to the dude. And he would talk about him so much in the letters and stuff that it did seem suspicious to
Hold
me
on.
when he stopped talking
You
to
saying
him.
roommate like his cellmate?
His
or
cellmate,
like,
cellmate.
Oh, okay,
I'm sorry, I should have been more specific.
Yeah. I thought you meant like he lived with a nigga when he got out. Okay.
No, he lived
Whoa,
with his
shit.
parents, and so did I.
Got you. But he was like his cellmate.
Trauma.
He had a lot to say about him.
Yeah, they seemed super
He
fond
was
of each other.
including him in the letter.
Yeah.
And he was only there for a month.
Yeah. But he was also one of those people who fall in love like quick. Like, so yeah, he was for sure cheating on me with that man. And maybe he knew, maybe that's why he spared me. Cause he was very like, no, for real. And there were times when we got close, you know, cause I was living with his family. Like it was, yeah. So I was protected, and I thank the Lord every day. Cause
Yo, you got a whole little Zane Chronicles book to
man,
write.
I need to write my books because really I haven't even scratched the surface.
No, you're right there where you can hand it to people and be like, here, screenplay this for me.
You're right.
Yeah, you're right there. That is because that is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sound like you can't even make that one up though.
Oh yeah, it was a lot going on.
You know what I'm saying? His damn I need to wait for marriage.
Mm-hmm.
But then, damn, I wonder why he did the other girl. She wasn't protected.
Well, I found out in retrospect he had been fucking plenty of other people.
Right.
Yeah,
Got
so
you.
he just wanted to, I was a very, like, this is before Born Dreamers and all that. So I was very, like, I was at church 7 times a week. I was praise team leader and everything. Like, I was totally a different person. For traffic tickets, y'all, I was trying to be that
Are you
rider.
100% sure it's traffic tickets? Or
I'm pretty sure. But, I wasn't the researching girl either because I didn't have that much. Yeah. I don't know.
Church Wi-Fi was down.
No, I just trusted people more then. Yes. Now I'm Googling you.
On your ass.
I'm Googling you right away.
Ooh, FBI, female.
But you have to, because you really walk into stuff and not know what's going on if you don't.
As a female, you definitely should. That's what I was about to say, because, like, niggas is crazy.
Yeah, like but girls are too.
Yeah, true. You know what I mean? You're right. But you know what, though? So I feel like this. You can't find out a girl's crazy online.
Probably not, because most time it's not being reported.
Exactly. You can find out a nigga, he's been arrested this many times. You're going to see all that. But a lot of women don't get arrested for the shit that they do. So you don't find out until that happens to your ass. Like, oh, this is crazy. I didn't know. Yeah. I met her at church. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. That's where you find them.
Said, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right. So we was talking about, your guy maybe not being who he says he was. Have you been catfished before?
There's a lot of people who catfish as me.
Okay,
to
so
people's
you've
money.
been the catfish.
No, I don't know how that works.
So that makes you the lake?
I don't like that.
But the catfish is inside. They're using you. You ain't the fit. You may be. No. You the bait. You the real.
I'm the bait.
The real.
Look, we can say the bait. I think that's a good. That's a good way of looking at it. I've been the bait several times.
And how are you finding this out?
Because normally people will screenshot and send it to me once something doesn't add up, or once like that person starts asking for money.
But how do they How do they know you though? You feel what I'm saying?
So like, just find me. I mean, you could really do a Google image search and really find me if you're really trying to. But I think also what they do is reach out to a lot of people who already follow me, already like fanage, so that they can. Like, oh, here's my backup page, and I need $500.
That's how them hoes that sell pussy be doing. They be trying to. If they respond to you, like the real one responds to you, the fake one will respond to you in another way too. Like they be trying to get people. Whatever.
It's magic.
Yeah,
they really be on it, and I feel like it's like got to be worked within the system because the way that they be knowing all the information and getting all the images and not being shut down. Because I've reported so many, Instagram will not shut it down. I feel like they doing it on purpose.
Some of the people probably do work there, like underpaid, fucking doing grunt work on the
intentionally put in the system to catch people. You never know.
Catch people or just I think it's mostly about money because a lot of
that's what I mean. Catch people out their money though.
A whole lot of catfish and shit. But okay, so but you've never like even back in the days when before FaceTime was really all that big and all that, it was never somebody that said that it was somebody else.
So my mom put the fear of God in me very young. So I wasn't like meeting up with people at all from online. I still to this day, like you slide in my DM, I'm never gonna see her. I'm never gonna respond until we bump into each other at the grocery store. I don't at all. So that could never happen. To me.
So when you're in a relationship and in social media, how you play that? Do you wait to post? Do you post or do you is it like, yo, why haven't you posted? How does that play in your world?
I used to post. I used to be the queen of posting everything about my life. And I won't do that again.
Okay.
I won't do it again. I've after my last relationship, I feel like, it's something I want to keep private. It's something I don't want nobody else's input on or whatever else.
Yeah.
And then the person I dated after that, I put them on just briefly. I put them on, but I did it in a like, when you do like 10 at a time, whatever those, the
swipe
carousel. Yeah. So I put them in with that and I made sure to add some pictures with some other niggas in there too so that it wasn't too apparent.
Okay.
And it had to be like 2 days later that I realized he was a scammer. Like an Atlanta scammer, and I had to delete all the things and the stuff. And I was like, I would never. And also I think now that I'm crossing into this like influencer / like acting person of being known, I have to be a lot more careful who I allow in. And who I allowed myself to be seen with and pictured with, and for people to know like where I live, anything like that. Like I just have to be super cautious. So when it comes to putting unless there's a ring on my finger, I don't think anybody else is getting posted.
Do you Google yourself to see if your information comes up?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you been able to get it off?
Well, no, they don't have my real information, but they just have a lot of misinformation.
Wow, yeah, they had like 2
crazy.
of my addresses up at one point. Hell yeah.
Well, also, I don't go by my name. Yeah, I don't.
You have
to
know my full name, but yeah, if you do, when I looked at it, I was like, oh yeah, I gotta take this shit down, even though it's not my address no more. Yeah. Still, I don't like that you know it and you got it up here.
Yeah, none of my real addresses aren't anything, not even my license.
Got you. This is like some 10, 15 years ago type like addresses.
Where you grew up.
Yeah,
childhood home.
Well, I'm old. I was grown already. It was like something I was paying rent on. So when you're in a relationship, do you care about the likes? And what I mean by that is
what they like on
correct.
Social? Oh no.
Okay.
I don't care about that.
Let it fly.
I mean, yeah, unless you're doing something crazy and like direct.
What's direct?
Like something weird like putting hearts under a bikini picture of my sister. You know,
wow,
that might be
like
too
that
far. No,
oh, okay,
no, but I can imagine it. I can imagine it because I do feel like a lot of the people that I like my sister. Not necessarily people that I'm with, but people I be having little crushes on, and then they be like, "Let me meet your sister," and I'd be like, "Okay, great."
Oh wow.
But yeah, none of my ex relationships have done that to my knowledge. But no, I don't even check that. I don't even see what they like. Honestly, now if the DMs get spicy, because people love sending me DMs between other people. Like,
you said between other people, like
look at this conversation.
Oh, right.
Yeah, if that got spicy, then it would be one thing.
Damn.
But no, haven't really had any issues with that.
Got you. So that shit don't just come to you like that. So it's just come to you like that. I'm just saying, like
it has come to me like that, yeah.
Damn.
But it was in a situation where it was just like, oh, you thought I was gonna be mad at that? No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Women are so fucking evil. I wouldn't know what to do if a nigga sent me a screenshot of him talking to a chick I talked to. That shit would be so weird.
It was such lightweight talk. Like, I don't know. I'm just not easily fazed by things like that. But
some women don't like you talking at all, though.
And I think that's insane. I feel like I want to have male platonic friendships, and I would expect my person to be somebody that I could trust and who's decent enough to have those as well with female friends.
Right.
So, but yeah, I've been cheated on a lot too, so maybe I'm doing it wrong. Y'all tell me.
So I want to get your opinion on this. Something else I tweeted a while. It's like women think competing for a man is a bad thing.
I mean, it's inevitable in Atlanta. It's inevitable. But, I mean, I guess it depends on what you consider competing.
So I'm saying like this. Every time I was like, yeah, women like, I'm not competing for no man. If he want her, he can have her, right? So I'm saying this to say, if this is a man that, you know, you like, he's been pursuing you, but obviously has other options because you like him. There's got to be a reason that you like him. And he's pursuing other avenues, but you're in the mix. Why wouldn't you, instead of backing up and being like, oh, let them have him, why not step forward and be like, I'm your best option? I
would think that would be fear. Like, you know.
Fear that you can't get to be that best option? Fear
that you, well, I'm saying fear would be the only reason why you step back. Because you don't want to put your all into something and then they run off.
Right, I'm saying you're scared that you won't win.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, when we're talking about that, where it's just you continue dating and talking to this person and like,
and it's let them make the decision. So a woman will be talking to you or whatever, and then they say they find out, you know, y'all not together by any stretch or, you know, but it's kind of getting to wherever it's going to. And, you know, they end up finding out, oh, you went on a date with somebody else, you talking, she can have you. Like, I'm like, why not?
That's confusing because y'all both know that you're supposed to be dating other people.
That happens so much.
Well, maybe you're not making it clear enough that y'all ain't dating other people. Because the only reason I would say that is if it's somebody who I'm thinking I'm exclusive with.
Yeah, but
and I find out that they're talking to somebody else.
That's not what is happening. It's not what I meant. It just be. I believe. You know, have you ever went with somebody that didn't go with you? Or at least initially?
I don't think so.
Okay. There's a lot of that going on. There's a lot of women that you make it clear, but I guess maybe they go by the actions and saying, okay, I'm with this person.
I like to make it very clear.
Yes.
I want confirmation. In fact, that a few people ago, that was the issue. Once I said I needed some clarification because we were spending too much time together.
Yeah.
You know, how am I supposed to FaceTime anybody else when we on FaceTime all day type stuff? And he like, it froze him up. He went ghost. Well, he didn't go ghost. He did a whole like breakup scene situation. But we weren't together, and it was like, We don't have to be. It's fine. But I'm gonna need some clarification because you want to be exclusive, but not together.
Right.
And what does that mean?
And you were saying FaceTime all day. That was a long distance relationship?
No, that nigga just always wanted to be on FaceTime with me. He'll be at work on FaceTime with me, and
that sounds.
It was exhausting.
Sounds ridiculous if you can see them too.
Yeah, he lived in Georgia, but it was like maybe 40-minute drive from Atlanta.
So it wasn't an everyday thing.
But he worked in the city. So he would be in the city on FaceTime with me and then be like, hey, can I see you for lunch type stuff. It was also that love bombing situation that I've been warned about. So that's another reason why I was like, what are we
Love
what are
bombing,
we doing?
help me out. I'm not even on.
Where you first start meeting somebody and you're just around them constantly and they they won't let you out of their sight. Where they want to see you every day, where they want to be on the phone with you when they're not around you. It's a weird form of manipulation, and I know better now. Because, you can't do anything else. I was in Greece. This nigga would stay awake so that he could talk to me as soon as I woke up in Greece. Like, that type of stuff. But then you're not serious enough to put a label on anything. So it was just...
There's a thin line between cute and crazy.
Yeah.
And he was towing the shit out of that. All right. What was the worst date you ever been on? Don't say me.
No, I don't remember our date at all. I remember when you picked me up, and I remember when you dropped me off, and I remember I had dropped the ball because I was probably talking about that nigga the whole time. I was scorned. Like, honestly, I feel like you were probably like...
That's big, though. Yeah. Do not go out with anyone until you finish...
healing from that.
Especially finish, not even finish with the relationship, but for sure healing about them, because you won't be able to talk about nothing else, because you don't get to talk to nobody, and when you do, it's like, I gotta get this shit off my chest. I don't give a fuck who it is. But that's okay, though.
I'm sure I traumatized.
But that happens to me a lot, though. That's part of why I started the show, because during COVID especially, I would go live, and a lot of women would just come in and just throw up, and then in real life, people that I just would meet, I hear their whole life stories, and I go on the road with a comedian. No, it's not.
It's not beautiful for you, but it's beautiful that there's somebody that...
Harrowing. It is. I have to pray a lot about it. I have to seek therapy about it on my own. So, but it is part of why I did the show. So I was like, it's got to be something that God placed.
Yeah, for sure.
But don't do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. You asked me a question, but I got off of it. Worst date. Mm-hmm. I was on a double date with my friend Kiana, rest in peace, and our mutual friend Andre, and he brought a friend for me.
Got it.
So you remember Andre? Oh wait, Andre, Born Dreamers. He was in Born Dreamers too.
Okay, got you.
He brought a friend, and on the date, it was like a episode of Hell Date. I genuinely was looking for the fucking midget to come out because it was so bad. He was so just rude as hell. He was rude to the waitress, and then by the end of it, what did he do? He took one of them packets off the table, like sugar or something like that, and just stuck it in my drink. Like, it had escalated to that point where he was just being outright ridiculous.
He made a bet with somebody. That's weird.
Honestly,
as hell.
That's how it felt. Then it's not even over. Then I'm like, okay, y'all, I'm just gonna go to the car. I'm gonna wait on Kiana because this is getting out of hand. This nigga tripped me.
What? I'm sorry.
He tripped me on my way out. Like, even the waitress was just like,
I'm sorry.
Girl, are you okay? Like,
what's up?
And I honestly was still looking around for the cameras because you could not tell me this wasn't an episode or something.
What did Andre say?
Andre was, I feel like, and Andre is still a good friend, but I think he was just like, that nigga a dick. But he didn't really do anything. Not that I expect him to. Honestly, I just wanted to.
No. I'm just saying, tell your homeboy to chill out at least.
Well, I don't know what was going on with him.
Damn, that's crazy.
I still don't.
And he tried to trip you.
He tripped. No. He tripped me.
Oh, he tripped you.
He tripped me. I stumbled.
What is wrong with this?
I don't know.
How old was he around?
We were grown because this is after I left Golden Glass. So we had to be 22, 20, maybe 20. Oh, no. Oh, Lord, no. Maybe 21 because Kiana passed when we were.
Too grown for that either way. All right. What's the best gift you ever bought for a man?
Drone. Drone. He was an aspiring director.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good gift.
Yeah, he was really happy. It was cute.
That's dope. All right. How so when you have your relationships, a lot of women, in my experience and from when I've talked to people, a lot of women kind of lose their friends. That makes sense.
Amen.
That happens.
Yeah.
So you don't have your friends involved in your relationships at all? Do you have your friend that you call and talk to about?
Well, when I say lose my friends, like they're there, but you don't see them as much. You don't have as much time to spend. Well, you should, but in all honesty, like if it's between going out to dinner with y'all and eating popcorn later with my dude, I'm probably gonna choose that.
And they are too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, when all of us in relationships, it's like we see less of each other. We're there for each other and like we reconvene, we have our brunch dates and stuff like that, but we just kind of lose that consistent
So you don't even have one that you bring in to ask for advice about relationships?
Oh, no, not my friends. No. No, none of my friends are married. What can I ask you? In all honesty, that's the blind leading the blind. My older sister is married. Both my older sisters are married, but my closest in age sister, she's married. If I have some questions about some stuff, she's the person I'm going to talk to. She's always been my voice of reason, like when it comes to anything, business, life. She just got together. She got a cute little baby and a husband, and they moved back to Atlanta, and it's amazing. So, yeah.
Oh, all right. So I got a question that I pulled from IG Live before I go on there, and they always ask the same thing, so I might as well just keep it the same thing.
Porn.
It's 2 questions.
Oh.
Porn?
Porn.
Oh. Close, though. How big is too big? That's all they put. So
I would say maybe this big is too big.
This is a penis you're talking about,
yeah,
correct?
And maybe like this girth would be too big.
Okay.
But anything less than that is manageable.
That's big. How small is too small?
I can't even say words. I've had multiple experiences with micro penises, and let me just tell you.
Wait, multiple?
Multiple.
Same person or different dudes?
It's funny that you asked this because I do not believe in body shaming, but I've only really dated 2 larger men. Everybody else has been looking like deferred, skinny and lanky and hung like a horse. But the 2 huge guys, like sumo looking dudes, you had to like look for their penises. Like, I remember one of them, the girl who he lost his virginity to, was just like, I ain't lose my virginity to him because that shit didn't go in. She wasn't lying. Like, it was like shrimp.
Man.
It was real bad. And he was very large.
Yeah.
And then the last guy, who's also the swindler.
Damn. Scamming micro penis.
Yeah. Dude is like 6'7". Huge. Size 16 shoes.
Is that why he's a scammer? This nigga don't scam for his dick small. And he got
both.
big feet.
Okay, both. But yeah. So that. I guess
so that's too small. Shrimp. It's really like the size like a shrimp.
But the thing about it is, these people, I would have been fine, but they're also like horrible people.
Damn, bro.
Horrible people. And it's like, when I discovered it was micro, I was still trying to work with it. I was doing my best. Because for me, it's all about
close a water balloon.
That's what it felt like. Because I believe in like the emotional connection first. Yeah. So I'm not even gonna say that I wouldn't give it a try. However, these people end up being bad people too. So I just rather not struggle with a micro penis anymore.
So micro is too small.
Yes, for sure. The word.
Got you. Someone.
I don't even know how to describe it. You really just have to see, because you would never believe it, especially on somebody who's so, like, honestly, that's unfair. I'm sorry, Lord, but I will never understand.
Did you say anything? You say you don't body shame?
No, never to their face, and never even at all until the trash is revealed within them, and then we have to discuss.
I can't leave without saying this.
Because I'll be so offended, because I remember one of them, the first one, cheated on me, and I was like, "How dare you let anyone else know that is what I'm dealing with?" It's honestly offensive for me at this point, because it could have been our little secret,
right?
But now I know she looking at me crazy because she's just like, "Why you call that man your whole man?" Like, how
you find out he cheated?
Men are so bad at cheating. I remember I wasn't even trying. I didn't even think, because he was like a pastor. He was. When I tell you,
Pastor Michael,
they'll be the ones that really trick you. But I wasn't even looking for it. We were building something at the church, and where I was under a curtain or something like that. So he gave me his phone to use the light as because we were under the curtain. Messages are just popping up from this girl.
Oh, pastor.
Like crazy. So, of course, once that's revealed to me, excuse me, y'all.
Yeah.
Now I'm going through, and it wasn't even just her. It was like half the congregation. Everybody knew about this micro penis. And I was still trying to figure out how, like, everybody knew this secret, but was still messing with him. Or it was like everybody wanted to see it for themselves. I felt like that had to be the gag.
Getting his book. Yo, he slayed the congregation with a micro penis. God is good.
Congregation, old and young. It got weird.
Wow. You still go to that church?
No, okay. I quickly left that church for a gang load of reasons. Yeah. They did a lot of shady shit over the years. Yeah, I had some church hurt from both of my churches. So I'm recovering from that now too. Yeah, but really, he was the reason there. But then it was some other stuff. Somebody found out they had an STD that could have like killed them, and nobody at the church was telling them, and it was a whole thing. Man,
church and hip hop, they need a reality show.
Honestly. It was giving a lot of those vibes. And then the first church, my pastor she just broke my heart. She just showed me a side of her that like I could never go back. I'm still searching for a church home.
So you're online?
Yeah. I visit places from time to time, but I haven't found, like, I used to be in the church deep. Yeah. So for me, even not to have that community anymore, it's like, it sucks. That's trash. But once you see people for who they are, it's hard to like just follow them blindly.
Yeah, God know where you at. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to be around. People are gonna be people. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But sometimes they're gonna go too far, and it's just like I can't even worship over here.
Yeah. You don't pull back the mask. You got my spirit wrong. Yeah.
You got my spirit wrong off the rip. It's hard.
And then it makes me hard to even believe that you are of the word or that you're not putting on. Like once that mask is pulled back, it's really like you know.
I dog it.
Yeah.
Love and Krish Hop. So, last thing. Your ex is watching this.
Uh-oh. Which one?
Pick one. What you got to say?
I wish you the best.
Oh, nigga.
No, I don't have no ill will towards any of my exes that I consider exes. Because micro penises, I don't even consider them exes.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
But them, you can go to hell. For all the reasons.
Go to hell with your little dick.
But you're already in it. Both of y'all. So.
Damn. Trapped in your own prison. God knew you didn't like you.
And you know what else? When you got massive balls and no dick, and then your little dick is
all right, man. This has been a relationship show. Thank you to my guest.
That's how we're ending it.
That's how it always is.
That's how we're ending it, guys.
Thank you for real.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you. We're gonna get some photos.
Ooh, relationship.
We got the earlier one. It was better.
Yeah, I lost it.
Yo, Ferg, what up?